Hello, good afternoon, educators, and welcome to the day 8 session on Foundation Digital Literacy. And today we are diving into the new topic, which is important for educators. This week we have a theme of the week like digital tools for teaching and collaboration. So some basic tools which we are showing you that could be very important for the educators' point of view that how they can, when they're transforming to digital world, which all tools could be helpful for them. For example, this week we have started with Microsoft Teams. We've shown that how Microsoft Teams is exactly like a digital classroom, the physical classroom, the digital classroom, and what kind of activity and possibilities a teacher can make it. Same way, when we have gone into the deep dive, we have understood the different topics. Today we have got a new chapter which is on forms and quizzes for assessment, right? In our previous session, we have also discussed about how your physical notebook, what effort a teacher can make it to convert their physical notebook into digital notebook, and the core concept of OneNote and class notebook was shown to you. I hope that has given you some kind of insight that why, as a teacher, you should start using such applications and where the link is available for accessing it. Today's topic is about designing the formative and summative assessment. Now, as an educator, as a educational leader, we always have got one concern that how, okay, when we are teaching the students, how we should assess them, right? And the traditional approach which is going in the country is we are always conducting a pen paper test, whether it's a class test, whether it's a monthly test, whether it is a unit test or it is a half yearly exam. We used to conduct the pen paper test as a high importance, and only after the course completes then only we can do like that. Additionally, based on the different boards procedure, we also do some kind of activities to measure the performance of the students, right? But uh, although this exams takes a time, example the midterm itself, it takes a lot of time to conduct the examination, and teachers takes time to assess the answer sheets and then giving the result. Even especially for the small monthly test also in the school, if a teacher is taking 5 sections and maybe different classes, she is a maths teacher and she's taking for 8, 9, 10th and multiple sections. If she conduct a test, she has to see the answer sheet of monthly test of all the students. And if suppose if marks is not going good, once in a month only we come to know, okay, this student is lagging in the marks, this student is performing good. So after that, then improvement plans and all those things which we are trying to do it. So our today's topic is based on that, that how a teacher can take some kind of decisions to use the applications like forms or quizzes for conducting a multimodal assessments. Okay, this is the important topic which we wanted to discuss today. And after attending this today's session, one thing will be sure that you all will understand how we can start to use the forms right from today. Because see, ultimately, when the student go back home after the school hours, and if I'm the teacher and I have to conduct a topic, I really wanted to know whether the students have understood the topic or not. How can I reinforce the learning or reflection learning? Normally in the classroom, if I ask some questions, normally students raise the hand. The classroom activities has got its own importance. Whereas if we can create some kind of forms, quizzes, and we hand over to the students, it creates a big impact, right? When they go back, when they open the applications like Microsoft Teams, when they get the quizzes of topic which was explained today in the classroom, irrespective of subjects, it makes a lot of sense and it is helping helping the students. Now, types of assessment in the classroom, right? There are majorly the two types of assessment which is popular in the classroom, which we all are aware about. One is the formative assessment, and another is the summative assessment, right? Now, these two application assessment is the main thing. Formative, which we all aware that it is quiz after the topic we try to conduct, or the feedback poll. These all are the action of formative assessment. Summative, which usually happens after end of the chapter, we conduct this summative assessment. And the tools which I was showing you in the first slide, the Microsoft Forms, could be a great tool for both applications, right? Now, I'm going to show you about the some of the assessment criteria. For example, we know that not only this formative and summative, there are different types of tests like portfolio assessment, where the students are curating the collection of data to present to the teacher. They may do a presentation design. Some kind of assessment is basically performance-based assessment, where a student demonstrate the skills through tasks like presentation, role play, right? Um, then a peer and self-assessment, where one students, based on the rubrics, the other they assess the marks of the other students, or they can do the self-assessment also with the help of this rubrics. Oral assessments and viva, which we take it, where students do it, and gamified assessments are also there. So see, nowadays in 21st century, only the pen paper test is not good enough. We have to understand based on their learning needs. We have to assess them, right? For that, we have to understand about which all assessment tools are available to us. Giving you some instance, but there are many, many tools are available. But today, just try to understand what kind of these tools are available. Now, first tool, which is Microsoft Forms, I really wanted to share with this. It comes along with Microsoft 365 portal. This application is available for every teacher use. You may have fill up the form, but form allows you to create a form. It has got AI built into it. It has got now new features has been included into the forms to create your question paper, to create an assessment pattern, right? We can share the link in the form of a link, in the form of an email, or we try to integrate inside Teams. Real-time result and auto grading. Right. Now I'll tell you, many of the teachers may have used the forms, many of the teachers may have used the Google Forms also. The challenges are if we create in our personal account, or we try to use some kind of account which is just allowing us to create a form. The problem is when we create a form and we share a link to the students, what will happen? Imagine in your classroom you have got five sections, and five sections have got 40 students each. You have 200 students. And when you create a Google form or share to the students, how as a subject teacher you know that how many students have completed, how many have not completed? That is the one question. You may go to the manual register to tally it. Number two method is how many of you can think about the students should not share the link outside the school environment. Example, I created a Google form. If I share with some students, what is the guarantee they cannot share with the outside world? That means the question which you are going to create is going outside the environment also, which may or may or not want it, right? So situation is that how can we create everything proper inside the organization? So for that, you definitely require to have one single in an organization tenant. It can work out, and we'll try to understand this entire process today. What are the methods? We can share the link of the forms by sharing the link, embedding in the Teams. Even the QR codes of the forms can be used, an email invite, right? Some of the best practice which I wanted to share with you is start when we are trying to do with a small formative assessment. Don't straight away go and conduct the form for the summative assessment because it has got its own pros and cons. Use the branching for adaptive questioning. So example, you wanted the students to learn from the questions in a practice mode. For example, if I wanted to give an answer question, the question is given to me, what is the capital of Jharkhand? Right. So example, I'm giving the answer as let's say Bengaluru. And that time the next question will come, what is the capital of Karnataka? So what happens? It is trying to connect my logic automatically based on my choice of answer. So that feature is called as a branching feature. Okay. So we need to understand, okay, and we start giving them students to make them more happy when they start using this all features. Keep questioning clear and varied. Use for reflection too, not just grading purpose. So example, after the class is over, just to reflect it out whether they have understood the concept or not, so that it can motivate the teacher. And before you publish the form or share the form, you must test it out, right? So these are the best practices which is required for your form. Now, how easy it is, how difficult it is, let me show you by going to the by sharing the screen and showing the live demo, and then we can understand and we can discuss some kind of questions with you that how you are going to implement the form. So let me just show you some of the new feature sets of. Allow me a minute. Okay, great. I think you all are able to see my screen now. So I am going to just do the on the web browser and trying to enter here, let's say google.com, and in the google.com I'll try to go to, or I can directly put m365.cloud.com /APP as apps. So it is asking me, do you want to use which account for creating it? Okay, so example, I'm using the Prashant account only. Okay, instead of Prashant account, I should try to use some other account. Okay, I have just signed in from the other account, and I have got all the apps, right? So what I can do is I can go to the all apps, and I can go to the forms. But before going to the forms, what I wanted to do with the forms, that is the first thing which we need to understand. So if I go to the google.com and any topic which I wanted to conduct a classroom, let's say I'm just doing a topic on crop production and management topic. So let's say this topic I was trying to do in the classroom where we're talking about agricultural practices. Okay, this is the agricultural practices, how the soil preparation and all those things takes place. I may wanted to create a quiz based on this chapter, okay, of crop production management. We have got some topic here, agriculture practices, and we wanted to conduct. Now, in this book, what I can do is I may go to apps and let's say this is my apps, and I go to the Copilot as an application, which is my chat application, and I try to search here the same query which I had searched earlier. Okay, I'm searching it here, Topic 1, soil preparation. Generate 10 quiz question with answer. Okay, I wanted to take the help of AI, which I can use it just to generate the question. And I may have got some questions, but I wanted to create something like MCQ questions. So let me just give a command. Can you please generate MCQ question? Okay, so it has generated some of the MCQ question. Okay, suppose I like all the question. After reviewing, I liked all the 10 questions. Now this is by today's topic. I may take class test. That's a choice for me. That's a formative test. I may take test with the help of digital format, with the help of form. And for every topic which I conduct, I may take almost every day test, and I'm not using the paper. I'm giving a one-to-one choice question where I don't have, I have to save my review time where I have to check the answer sheet of everybody. So what I can also do is the same questions I can create in forms. So there are the two, three methods of creating it. When I have gone to the application here, the forms application, it gives me some method like how you want it to start with the forms, right? So example, if I go to the forms.office.com, it asks me how you want it to do it. Example, I want to create a forms, or I want to create a quiz or some registration form. What is my requirement? Example, I wanted a quiz. I will choose the option quiz, and I can choose give a title of this form. Maybe I can say soil preparation, and I can add the question which is coming into multiple types. I can create a choice question, date question, upload question, text question, ranking questions, rating questions, and all. So example, if it is MCQ, I will try to give choice question. What is the first question? The first question is given here. I will copy the answer, and I should give the answers to right here. Just allow me a second. Okay. Now, I go to the AI and there's a four options given. As a teacher, I can choose all the four options. I'll come back to my quiz and I can paste it. Maybe after pasting my right answer is C, I can tick it. If my right answer is A, I can tick it, right? So that can be done. We can know that what is the right answer. Same way, we can go ahead and create the quiz like this. I'm just going to copy some questions. Maybe the point of this quiz is one, and it is a required question that the student cannot skip it. Next choice question is like that. What is the main purpose of logging in the soil? Some answers are given, which I can enter it. And if this answer I want it properly, I can just say C. And maybe I want to shuffle it, so I can just shuffle it the way I wanted to shuffle it. This option to come somewhere last. One more question I will create it here. See, I'm just doing right now the manual method, but there is a method available where I can directly import the question. Okay, directly import the question, but I just wanted to show you from the basic. So three questions I created. All three questions are given here. Top the point is 3 points. Okay. Now three questions are created. I wanted to ask this answers from the student's point. Okay, I wanted the students to answer this. what will happen? How they will answer? I may have to first ask some question. Who has answered? We really don't know. So we can create some questions more called grade. Let's say it is for 8A, 8B, 8C, and maybe one more question I will create as a text. Enter name. So these are the questions are created. Overall, the point is remains same because these two questions are not having points. Okay. Now, how do I share it? As I told you in the beginning, the sharing could be possible and how it is looking like. We can first check how it is looking like. We can click on preview to see that how it is looking like. Good. We have created our first quiz and we can go to the styles and change the way it should be coming up. Example, we wanted something new style. We can do that. Right? So at this point, you can see that there are three questions are created with one question as a name and grade. I wanted to conduct a quiz. Method number one with the challenge with the thing is I can click on collect option and you can see that options are given here. Anyone can respond. That means if I share this link with you everybody, all of you can copy the can go to the link. If this link you will click, which is coming as a long link, I have clicked on shortened link also. If you click on this link, you will be able to open the form which I have created and you will be able to give the assessment. Right. If I generate a QR code, you all will be able to start scanning this QR code and start giving your answers. Right. Just scanning, it will open this form. And third option is given as embed. So it creates an embedded link. Okay, embedded link is important link which could be used for multiple purpose. For example, if uh, if I have created here, I have opened any application, whether any website or I have tried opening. I'll tell you the use of the embed option. So example, I wanted to create a Sway document. Sway is like a digital portfolio making process. So let's say my topic is soil preparation and I have something here which is literature, right? Let's say I'm just going to this page and trying to copy this. Done. So let's say this is my uh, quiz and this was my form. I can copy this link, copy the link of third option, that is embedded option. These three. This is QR code. This is embedded. This is invitation link. So what I can do, if I try to go to my Sway and I try to enter some code option, I'll just show you that how is the end result. Soil preparation, the concept is given. It is also given what is the concept. If I wanted to include some video about the soil preparation also, example, right here, I should get some video also.
आप 10 लाख से ज्यादा कमा रहे हो, पर क्या आपने कभी सोचा है कोई इमरजेंसी आ जाए तो आपकी फैमिली के लिए फाइनेंशियल बैकअप कहाँ?
Okay, let's say there is a link. which I can go back here, media. I'll try to search on this YouTube link. Great, sounds good. Just trying to show you one thing, which is creating a way to show you that process. So example, if I have created this kind of web page for my student, what is happening? That soil preparation web page is there where a teacher has prepared this kind of content where the soil preparation about the soil preparation is given along with one video is getting given which they can click and they can watch it also. The video will be available. Okay, now I'll go back here after this, after watching this
For
video.
the activity of agriculture.
I'll scroll down and then you can see that the quiz is also coming up without clicking on any link, without showing that where is the URL, nothing. It is embedded inside it, right? So maybe after watching the video could be the teacher's video, teacher's own video. After watching the video, I can mention the name and grade, and then I can read and I can also reflect back the answer. So what happened? After the topic, maybe I can use by the method of sharing the form, by the method of how I can share the form. One is the method of sharing as a link, other is the QR code, and third one is the option of embed code. But the problem with all these three are the advantage is there. That means the students can respond it. Okay, for example, if I try to click here and click on submit, what will happen? The main form which I have created, this form, would have got one response. Can you see it? One response has come. Who has the person? Let's say the person is Prashant. What is the score he has got? The scores is maybe I have got is 0 because I have not selected the right answers, right? I've got 0 as a marks. So I'll just show you one more thing here. This is the form is like this. It is created, and you can create not only this kind of question in case the one word answer is also you wanted to ask. Okay, example, this was the question and you wanted to ask a question here, something like add a question text. One word question is which of the which is the first step in the soil preparation. Okay, correct answer you can add it here, Plough. Logging is the right answer. So I can enter a option. I'm not giving them the choice. I may enter the right spelling of the answer. And whenever a student is going to enter it, the moment they enter Plough and try to enter, automatically he will get a score. For example, here I want entering here the marks 8A. Let's say the student name is Manish. And if I submit the answer, ideally what happens, I will be getting the two response in the form, and I can have two people respond. And if I just go in detail about what was the response which they were giving it, if I go to the second person, let's say Manish, it's the right answer. Last question also you can see what steps while progressing. If I give it the plugging, automatically it given me the 1 point. That means the teacher don't have to check it out also. After creating a form plays a big role in terms of creating a very quick assessment. But it will give you the real essence when you are not using the form as a separate app, you are trying to use inside a team. Then what has happened, the forms will be scheduled, forms will be given to the student, and they can be able to do a lot of activity there. So example, I'll just show you. If I open a Teams, Now, in the teams, you will notice one thing. If I have got a hybrid classroom, let me see if I am the owner or the student. Now, ideally, what is happening in this kind of team is when we go to the assignment and we create an assignment. Okay. Okay, I think I have got some log issues. There is some kind of login issue, but I'll just. Okay, I have got some problem with this particular account. Maybe I can refresh and can show it to you. Uh, okay, the concept is if I try to use inside my team, now we know that in my team, if I go to the members, I may have got 50 members in my classroom or 20 members in the classroom, all are there. So if I give the assignment every day as a schedule assignment, okay, what will happen? Okay, let me just show you by sharing. I'll just stop share and share again just to troubleshoot this problem. Allow me a second. Okay, now you will notice one thing that if I have switched the teams, okay, now if you notice, if I come back to the page like assignment, assignment, and I'll go to the past due assignments if something is there. So there are different types of quiz are there, but let me just try to show you one of the quiz. So out of this quiz which is there, uh, if a classroom has got larger strength, okay, a teacher will come to know which all students, like example, Aragya has completed the quiz and got the score also. Arjun has completed and got the score also. Arnav has completed and got the score also. But what happened? Adya has just viewed it and she has not got any score, which means I don't have to chase behind the students. Everything, if we use the form inside a team, what will happen? We will be able to uh, give to the students in a proper manner. Whether we conduct this kind of quiz-based assessment, when you click on this, any of the student who has got good marks or any better marks, if I try to go and let's say I'm trying to click on one student, I clicked here. A teacher will be able to review that why the student has got 8 marks. Maybe the first question is right, second question is right, third question is right, fourth is right, fifth is right. All 8 questions are right, right? Hence, the student has got a completely like 8 marks, right? Likewise, if I try to go to any other types of assignments, okay, let's say if it's a detailed typing assignments, Okay, they have to type something, they have to use the tools to type it. In such cases, let's say I'm just going to click on it, typing questions. What will happen? Yesterday I showed you the assignment also, right? Then OneNote. You can also attach the OneNote as a place on which digital assignments could be given, and they can complete like this. So example, if a student has completed the assignment like this, what a teacher can do, teacher can draw, teacher can give their feedback if they find it, everything, all the important areas has been done good. A teacher can provide the feedback in a form of, not only in the form of a drawing option, but also in the form of a audio. So I can also give the audio feedback. Great work, student. So what happened? The feedback of mine in a form of audio can also be reaching out to the student, right? When they review the assignments, I can give the feedback that how was their work. So what has happened if they work on the OneNote, I can even check the subjective answers in much better way. Only thing is, we will require more hands-on activity when we try to use the application, right? But the fun concept is, in the digital platform, you will be able to track each students, and tomorrow, suppose we have to work smartly. Formative assessment we have to start with, and we can conduct after maybe in the week 3 to 4 times quiz. The days are gone when only the computer teacher used to use the computer lab. Today, all the subject teachers uh, can make the student to, sometimes they wanted to conduct any assessment. If they got permission, they can make the students to sit in the computer lab, and then they all can be a part of a quiz. How they can be part of it? Quiz. They will be able to log into the computer lab in the browser, maybe the Microsoft Teams. A teacher would have already scheduled the quiz, maybe at 12 o'clock. They will log in, they will have quiz ready, and they will complete in 15 minutes time. They will come out of the lab. A teacher, the moment they're coming out of the lab, a teacher will get the average score of the classroom on their fingertip, right? So see, no doubt, when we have got computer lab, the people has to travel from one place to another place. It is a time-taking process, but still, imagine when the students will have devices in their hand, the process becomes more easy. Hence, in the project carte blanche, the devices are being given to the students. That means after every topic, when it is completing, there is a detailed quiz will be given to the students. During the mentor time, the quiz is given to the students. So that is really helpful for everybody, right? Uh, how this could be done, how this could be given. I'm just trying to show you one small idea that how it could be given, the formative assessment, or if it is some summative assessment. Okay, the process is important to understand. For that, a teacher need to just go to the assignment option. Bottom, they will get the option of create new quiz if they wanted to create a thing. An example, if a teacher has got created a quiz, all the quiz is coming here. Can you see it? Science assessment, social science assessment. A teacher just have to select it, which quiz they wanted to create, click on attach. The quiz is attached. Then this quiz has to go to maybe multiple classes, sections, multiple area. All those I can choose one class, two class, three class, four classes. So it will go together to the four classes. Right. And you can also set up a timeline. Maybe this test to happen, um, maybe this test will be happening not today. Maybe it is happening on 18th of June. Timing could be 2 o'clock to on 18th only. And students will get a time till, I'm just giving example that 2:30. And if I click on done, this quiz will not be posted today. A teacher can plan in their lesson planning when they wanted to make the students to conduct a digital assessment. They just have to log in, and their quiz will be ready. And you as a teacher will come to know which all students are present, which all are absent, right? Isn't it interesting to have all those things? But the real enjoyment will come only when you start integrating You learn the application separately. You should learn on Microsoft Learn about how to use forms, how to use quiz. You learn everything separately, but use everything inside one platform. Do not confuse the students by giving a separate link, and then what will happen in the computer lab when you try to go, each student should log in through a link. Link should not be there at all. It should all be integrated, right? So that is the best practices which I just wanted to share with you, that what is the possibility, how we can conduct the assessment, and how you can suggest the students whose performance is not going good, that all you can get in the features like insight will generate, okay, you have conducted maybe 5 tests in this month, your this all students requires attention. All these things is quite possible, right? So I think we will just go to the reflection of today's topic. So what kind of quiz or survey I will try to first in Microsoft Forms. Maybe if you wanted to start first time, you can create a quiz or survey or anything like that on the forms. Try to share the link with your colleagues, with your friends, anyone access if you wanted to share it, and see that when they are responding, how the result is coming, just for the practice purpose. If you are successful in the practice, you must apply your learning with the students. Okay, and now currently, whatever methods you have got to communicate with the parents, right? If you're using a parents platform, or some schools are using a personal platforms also to communicate, you can try out, instead of giving the worksheet separately, you can try out giving them the link where they can complete the form. But before sharing the links to the students or to anybody, make sure that it can be verified by one of your colleagues, because whether the name you are capturing or not, admission number or unique number you are capturing or not, if you are sharing as a link. If everybody has got a Microsoft Teams account, then your life becomes so easy, right? So think about what is the process which you are going to do as a first thing, and how will this change your current assessment strategy, which will make the students more prepared logically, mentally for the examination, right? So with that, teachers will stop now. We will stop, and we will tomorrow we are going to have the new topic where we can understand interactive tools for the hybrid and online learning, right? So with that, teachers will stop now, and educators who wanted to understand in detail about MIEE program, they can join at 5 o'clock on the same link to understand the next process of MIEE. Thank you so much.